just a regular voicemail. He's having sex with a young lady on my voicemail. He's like, they're intimate, and she called out his name.
When Rulon met his wife Abony 7 years ago in a grocery store, he believed he could take himself off the market and build a life with her. But now, after 4 years of marriage, this young couple's union has reached its expiration date.
She has the worst attitude I've ever seen.
This lunch break was like 45, 50 minutes. Okay, almost an hour. Almost an hour with this girl on lunch.
I cleaned the house, made sure everything was nice, so when she got off work, she could just relax. I rub her feet. So she comes in.
Rub your feet? Yes, of course.
She go in the bathroom, lock the door, start crying.
It seems that you manage yourself without stepping out of the marriage. Is that true?
He wants more of her, but she's had enough of him.
I found out that they were starting a relationship because she texted my phone and that he was planning to divorce me. FYI.
Today on Divorce Court.
Come to order. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toller presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Rulon Stewart and Abony Carr. The two of you have been together for 7 years, but married for the last 4, and you do not want to be married anymore. You do have some financial matters that you would like me to resolve, but before we get there, I'm going to start with you, Mr. Stewart. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
Well, Your Honor, I would like to start off by saying I'm a sex addict. Have no problem with saying it. Don't want to change it. Don't really care who knows it. And when me and my wife first got together, we were having sex every day, twice a day. Then it went down to 3 times a week, and then it went to once a day. So now I'm getting calls and text messages when I'm at work from her saying that I'm so hot, I'm ready for you. When we get home, we're gonna go at it like animals. And then when she gets home, she's not ready to do anything. She's ready to go to sleep, take a shower, and go to bed. And I'm tired of it. I'm ready to get out and do my own thing.
Mrs. Carr,
Yes.
your husband says he's a sex addict and proud of it. Were you aware of the level of his need when you got married?
Yes, I was very aware of the level of his need when we first got married.
Were you prepared to keep up with the demand?
Yes, I was.
What happened?
Well, he is sex addict because we can have sex 7 days a week, 2-3 times a day. Is never enough for him. Yes, I do be tired. I work 12 or 13 hours a day. So when I get home, I'm tired. Like, you know, I have sex with my husband. I take care of him. I make sure that he, you know, he's not sexually frustrated. It doesn't matter. I could be tired. I could be babysitting, watching kids, and he want to do it. I walk in a room 2-3 times out the room, and he like, when we gonna have sex? When we gonna have sex?
You're not doing
I don't
nothing.
want to have sex right now.
I'm just saying, Your Honor, she's not doing nothing if we're at home.
And there's nothing else going on.
There's nothing
you should
going
be
on.
having sex.
If we can, go
Why
ahead.
not?
Yeah.
Since you're not getting all that you need within the context of the relationship, have you used other means by which to satisfy your addiction? See how I'm keeping it clean?
Well, well, if she gets me started and she just goes to sleep, I tend to watch some adult movies and have some alone time with myself. Yes.
Okay. Alone time. We're doing all right here. I mean, we're deep into an issue. I usually don't like
This could be right after we have sex. This is not just if I don't have sex with him. This is right after
you
we
had
have
sex.
sex.
He's
20
still...
minutes. 20 minutes. Oh, I wasn't done, but you were.
Yeah.
Really? Really?
You finish and I'm not, so I'm going
Let
to
me ask
handle
you
it.
this, Mr. Stewart. It seems that you manage yourself without stepping out of the marriage. Is that true?
I wouldn't say that completely, but I have had a situation happen. But I try to keep it within the means of marriage, yeah.
Can you tell me about the failed, what happened when you did step out?
Well, at one point, we were having arguments every day for about 2 weeks straight. And during the argument, she just came out of nowhere and said, I'm tired of this. I need a separation or a divorce, and I'm not dealing with you anymore. And I've never seen her be that mad or so animated about getting divorced. So I went to one of my old friends that I was confiding in. It was a female, and one thing led to another. And it happened.
This this has happened repeatedly. This is not the first time. It hasn't happened 2 times. This is like the 4th time we going through something like this. The first time is when he told me he was going to a party. Right before the party started, we had just got off the phone with each other. Around 12:30 that night, I get a call from his phone and a voicemail. So when I wake up in the morning, I check the voicemail thinking it's just a regular voicemail. He's having sex with a young lady on my voicemail. He's like, they're intimate, and she called out his name, and he tried to deny it. Oh, it wasn't me, it was my friends. Your friend's name
friend is Rulon.
Right. Your friend is Rulon, too. Like, how many Rulons are there? Like, so I chose to forgive him about that. We moved forward. We end up getting married. 6 months into our marriage, he started a relationship with a young lady.
Hang on.
I found out that they were starting a relationship because she texted my phone telling me that my man and her was starting a relationship and that he was planning to divorce me. FYI. That's what she told me.
Did you strike up a relationship with a woman who felt so comfortable with you at some point she texted your wife to say, FYI, he's going to divorce you?
Yeah, I was speaking about it because that's what she was saying. She was saying she wanted a divorce, she was done. So I was starting something new. I don't like to be lonely. So I was starting something new. If I'm not...
He told me, Your Honor, that the reason why he started a relationship with this young lady is because he didn't know if we was going to be married anymore and that he wanted to secure himself. Just in case
there wouldn't be any gap.
Right.
He didn't want to have to be alone at all.
Yes.
When divorce court continues, what drove Abony to violence?
When I walk through the door, before I can even swing the door all the way through, boom, I get punched in the face.
Are you considering getting married but aren't quite sure your intended is the right one for you? I'll give you my opinion. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce court returns with the case of Rulon Stewart, who admits to being a sex addict. But does Abony fear Rulon will share his addiction with his co-workers?
She comes by and sees us eating and just goes off on both of us.
You say Miss Carr has a bad attitude.
She has the worst attitude I've ever seen. It's like, okay, once I was coming home from work and I got a call from a friend saying he wanted to have a little dinner party and he wanted us to both come over and have some dinner. So I called her, I said, hey honey, you got about a half an hour to an hour. My friend wants us to come over and have a dinner party, would you go? She said, sure, I'm getting ready, give me some time. So I get home, I take a shower, I get ready. She's still not ready. So I say, honey, are you gonna hurry up anytime soon? Cause I'm trying to go to this dinner party. Oh, you always rushing me, don't rush me. My body shuts down if anybody rushes me and I'm not doing nothing. Go to the party without me. So I left. She said go to the party, so I left. I go to the party, I'm getting text messages, I'm getting calls. You don't appreciate me, you don't love me. You're probably just going to see another female. You're not even at the dinner party. So I leave the dinner party trying to go home and handle this situation. She gives me another call saying, when you come home, I got something for you. So I'm thinking maybe my bag's gonna be packed or something. And when I walk through the door, before I can even swing the door all the way through, boom, I get punched in the face.
Ms. Carr, did you punch the man in the face?
Yes, I did punch him in the face.
Hard, too.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
And did you, Mr. Stewart said hard, too.
Yeah, he had a black eye.
Yeah.
Like,
This Carr, just because you're a woman, doesn't mean you get a free poke at the guy that you're with. Everybody gets distraught when a guy hits a woman, and it's different. Domestic violence, but nobody can hit anybody. We just can't do it.
I was enraged. I was very angry because we have been saying, like I told him plenty of times, if you rushing me, if you want to leave that bag, go ahead and just go. And he never left. He said that to me. I never left him. So for him to leave my house without me and then actually go, like he just left. He didn't say I'm about to leave. He just, but it wasn't for real. It wasn't really mean like go to the party without me. I just got off work, so I needed to take a shower, change my clothes. He wanted me to do it all in 5 minutes. It takes me an hour and a half to get dressed.
Let's move on to another topic. You say she's a very envious woman. What do you mean by that?
Okay, when our relationship first started, we used to work together. So me and another coworker, just so happened to be a female, went on lunch together. Just a little sit down at the table, eat lunch, friendly conversation. She comes by and sees us eating and just goes off on both of us. What are you guys doing? You got something you want to tell me? You guys are trying to plan something around me?
It wasn't a normal lunch, Your Honor. It wasn't a normal lunch.
Well, what kind of lunch was it?
Our lunch break is 30 minutes. This lunch break was like 45, 50 minutes.
took
Okay, almost an
45
hour.
minutes.
Almost an hour with this girl on lunch. Okay.
How did you know how long he was spending with her at lunch?
I was the supervisor on the front line, and I can read they punches when they punch out. He didn't punch out for lunch, and I timed him when he left. I timed him, and when I went back to the back, they were still sitting back there after 45 minutes. They still sitting back there talking, chit-chatting.
I can't help the conversation.
Now, Ms. Carr, are you checking his punch clock and in 45 minutes? He's not doing anything in the lunchroom during those 45 minutes. Does it matter that he spent an extra 10 minutes eating?
My husband is the biggest flirt. He is the biggest flirt. He take friendships to a whole nother level. Like, he really do.
Okay. You say you two have a serious lack of communication, that you're unable to discuss the issues that bother you. Why do you say that?
Because when I talk to my husband, he completely cuts me off. So talking to him is like talking to a brick wall because it goes nowhere. It goes in circles. I could talk to him all day long. When I say something he don't like, he's yelling. He started telling me what I should do and how I should be and how I should act. I have a mind of my own. Let me tell you how I feel before you give me your input.
When divorce court continues, are the problems in this marriage written in the stars?
She's a Cancer. And if you know anything about Zodiac signs, they're the crabbiest ones, so she has a lot of mood swings.
Does a woman ever have the right to hit a man? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinions. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
If you would like your case heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at divorcecourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Rulon Stewart, who complains he's not getting enough sex from his wife, Abony. But what's got Judge Lynn literally dancing in her seat?
She's basically trying to make it seem like I just cut her off and try to control her, but it's not that. It's just we share our lives together. So any decisions or anything that you're doing that I don't feel is right or is going to profit us or help us, I'm going to tell you no, don't do that.
You know, the biggest complaint I get in here from women is they don't feel like they've been heard. That they feel like when their opinion isn't the same as their husband's opinion, their opinion has no merit, no matter what it is. And no one person can be right all the time. And there's no value in having a wise woman if you never hear anything she has to say. Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, that's true.
So do you think she has a valid complaint there?
Yeah, she does.
You say she has very rapid mood swings, Mr. Stewart. Tell me about the rapid mood swings.
Okay, well, I believe in zodiac signs. I'm a Gemini, hey, and she's a Cancer. And if you know anything about zodiac signs, they're the crabs. They're the crabbiest ones, so she has a lot of mood swings. She came home from work one day. This was one of the days I actually did clean the house, even though when she got home, she said it wasn't clean. I cleaned the house, made sure everything was nice, so when she got off of work, she could just relax. I rub her feet and everything. So she comes in.
Does he rub your feet?
Yes, of course.
Ooh, go ahead.
So I went to go rub her feet, so I'm rubbing her feet. How was your day? I don't want to talk about it. Okay. You doing it? You rubbing my feet too hard. Okay, I'll soften it. Now it's too soft. Put some more pressure on it. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with you right now. I'm going to let you have your time. And then she'll go in the bathroom, lock the door, start crying. What's wrong? I'm just tired of work, and everything is getting on me, and you don't understand. So I
He
said,
act like he's standing here today like he care about how I feel when I get home from work. If I'm walking the house, I'm irritated. The first thing I see is him. The first person I see is him. So
Well, he
I
lives
tried to,
there.
Yes, and I know, and I tried to talk to him about how my day went and what's going on. But by the time I get to the middle of the story, he's like zoning out. He watching TV while I'm trying to talk to him about how I'm feeling. So I'm like, well, can you rub my feet? Then he started rubbing my feet. He like at first he just like doing it too hard because he don't really want to do it. And so then he'd get it like really, really soft. So I get mad. If you're going to do something, do it right.
go through every day.
This is what I go through every day. I deal with this every day.
Moods every day.
Do you have any children?
No.
When divorce court continues, so much for pillow talk.
When he put the phone down, Your Honor, he slid it up under the pillow.
Does a woman ever have the right to hit a man? Call 1-800-282-1991 to vote now and see if America agrees with your opinions. You'll also receive some valuable offers. Call 1-800-282-1991 now.
Divorce court returns with the case of Rulon Stewart and Abony Carr, who have been married for 4 years, but now are seeking to end their union.
You don't really want to get rid of her, do you?
Not at all. I love her. Can't see
She's
myself with
beautiful.
nobody else.
Absolutely beautiful. And you ain't getting rid of him either, are you?
Maybe. I love my husband, Judge. I really love him, and we are best friends. But I'm at the point where I'm tired of being hurt. Like, I've been doing this for 7 years.
How does he hurt you?
Like, by cheating. Like, he cheated. Like, and we had an honesty policy. No matter how much it hurts after we went through infidelity, no matter how much it hurts, to come talk to me about it. A few weeks ago, I asked him. We was getting ready for bed one night, and his phone beeps. I said, honey, give me your phone so I can put it on the charger. He looks at the phone and says, oh, it can just go ahead and die. I don't have to work tomorrow. So I said, okay. When he put the phone down, Your Honor, he slid it up under the pillow.
Slide.
I knew then
It just
to
so
get that
happened to
phone
fall,
to
and the
check.
pillow moved.
He put,
Mr. Stewart, have you drawn a clear line between you and the rest of the world? Do you have you and your wife, this is your home, this is your palace, and those other women, the other things to do, all of that cannot interfere with that great thing that you have at the house? Have you drawn that clear line?
I try to, but it's hard when you come home and somebody's always talking about they're tired of you and they're upset with you, and every day you don't know what to do. I don't know what to do most of the time.
You hurt people when you step out on them. I mean, and it's not just a physical act, it's an emotional beating of sorts, because you are her world, and her world has decided to elevate some other woman above her. You're going to share her body and her time without her knowing about it. It's a deceit of grand proportions that just destroys somebody. And even if you love her a little bit, you can't roll like that. If you can't be, you know what I mean? If you can't be a right guy, be a wrong guy someplace else. I'm going to, you tell me about the $675 you want Ms. Carr to pay to you.
Well, when we first got married, we needed a car.
Right.
She was going to school, I was working all types of hours, so we needed a car. Well, her credit is shot, so I had to put it all in my name. And when I put it all in my name, I sat down with her. I said, okay, so you know what this means? No matter what happens between us, we got to make sure this get paid off, and everybody walks away with this with a clean slate. So I'm saying, if she gets divorced, I won't have for my car.
Okay, so you both are still in possession of the car.
No, it got repossessed.
It got repossessed.
Yeah, and I still owe them for that. So.
And you still owe them $1,350.
Yes.
Is that accurate? Do you have any
Yes, I do.
paperwork with that? Thank you very much, Mr. Stewart.
problem.
Ms. Carr, the car got repossessed, and there's still $1,350 owing on it. Do you agree with that?
yes, yes.
And do you believe that you had some part to play in that repossession and failure to pay?
Yes.
Oh, you made it so easy. Thank you so much. Step forward and step on. You are one gorgeous woman. And if you want to draw your line, you draw your line and you make him respect it. No one can be sexually interested in a person who is, they don't feel safe with. And she don't feel safe with you anymore. You have the power to fix that. In the meantime, in between time, she'll have to pay you $675 for that half of the $1,350. It is so worth it.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
When Abony and Rulon left divorce court, the couple says they realized how much sex had taken over their marriage. Since then, they decided to take a break from the physical intimacy in order to connect emotionally again. Abony is thankful that Rulon loves her enough to sacrifice his sexual